You just mentioned Ryan Dogman back from his red card suspension. He is that threat in both boxes. He's a high-quality defender with their identity. It's a group that's aggressive with their press and collective in those cues, and in that pressing, it's enhanced by Freddie Kleeman, his aerial dominance, it just runs the show. The midfield maestro, Rodriguez, he's going to look to pull the strings. He can play make from those deeper positions.
We are moments away from first kick between these two sides. We mentioned in the open the history between them. Last year's two meetings both had some drama. In the most recent one here at Championship Soccer Stadium, it was the visitor Sacramento who won. They got the scoring started 15 seconds in. We have our first whistle from Elton Garcia. Will somebody score within 15 seconds? Jack Edwards, Eric Dobransky on hand to see.
And it's so interesting. 5 weeks into the season, you talk to the coaches, you talk to players. Obviously, everybody kind of dealing with different things in terms of whether it's injuries, turnover.
Turned over. Silla can lay one off for Jamison. Opportunity here onto his right foot. Sits one down. Rolls it off for Silla, and it's just wide. The best chance of the match comes 4 minutes in. Danny Vitiello up screaming after a poor turnover by the defense.
But hit frame at the end, you almost thought that Jamison took too long on the ball, but the attention that he commanded, bringing 3 Sacramento Republic players over, and just rolls out the red carpet for Silla, and just to put this on target.
That's a good chance. That's a really good chance when we look back on these first 45 minutes on this match. It's one of those that you'd love to have back if you're Usman Silla.
And those are fine margins that coaches and players continue to talk about through matches. Good ball over the top, offside here. And you go down the line. So it's a team that is trying to build that consistency in both boxes. And a lot of that starts with the 11 that they continue to roll out, obviously dealing with some things here and there.
Here's Zubac. It rolled back to him along that back line. One across frame, picks out Jamison. He keeps it alive. No one there to attack it immediately. Silla just can't quite get on that one. A miscommunication on the pass. It's cleared up field. Chested controlled down by Brewitt. Oh, that's a big coming together, but it was a good win of the ball. Both players quickly back on their feet. And this one's spread across by Scott for Dogman. Dogman layers one in for McKinnon at the end line, fires it across frame, and it's parried away by Vitiello. He's appealing for offside. He thought the flag should have gone up. What a chance for Ethan Zubac. Under pressure now, trying to build out our Sacramento. Here's Christian Pirano. Does well to move it into some space, trying to spray one out wide. It's gonna bounce kindly for Cicerone. Far side. Delivered into the box. It's caught by Shuttler. He'll knock one up quickly. I don't think he wanted that to go where it ended up going. It's turned back over quickly. This game providing some good action, some good chances, mostly going for the way of the home side in the first 10.5 minutes. Timmer. Going down under the challenge was Pirano. It's knocked out. It'll be a Sacramento throw-in.
And Pirano is a player that is an absolute handful. Just asks so many different questions. So we see Danny Stone looking on. He's going to be pleased with the start that he sees from his team. But again, you're going to look at the scoreboard, and it's still 0-0. So you can be as pleased as you want, but when you haven't converted and you don't hold a lead.
Sacramento cuts one back. It's going to squirm top of the box. Moved along, far side, low effort. It was Ryan Spalding who had his shot deflected along the way. He's playing on the left-hand side. Michel Benitez over it. Puts one in the mix. Pushed up. It's a good header one. Silla. That's a good pair of flicks to move that one along. Rolled for Jamison. Able to stretch his legs, rolls one across. Zubac rounds the keeper and can't get it past the defender.
The thumbs up there by Ethan Zubac, because this ball across from Jamison is just exquisite. And if that touch right there from Ethan Zubac comes off, I mean, what a goal this would have been for Orange County. You're 2 passes in and you're...
tie in the all-time series. That's a ball through the middle. It's a really good ball. Silla plays it along, under hit for Zubak.
And that's where Orange County's been so effective, is their ability to break multiple lines with one ball. When you can play a threaded ball that breaks not only the front line and the midfield and provides your attacking presence to be on the front foot, to be on that half turn and have numbers and spacing to complement it, I mean, you're going to find yourself playing at a very friendly pace.
Spalding keeps it in play. Poked away. It's a chance for Scott to pick his head up. Moves one out wide. They've gotten McKinnon in some space a few times now. Dogman sprinting forward as an option. Here's Dogman, drags it across. What a save. No, it creeps in. So close for Vitiello, but Ethan Zubak opens the scoring. They were knocking on the door, and Zubak, with his second of the year, kicks it down.
What an explosive run of play from Orange County. This ball from Kyle Scott, it finds the isolation of McKinnon, and then the commitment from Ryan Dogman to get forward and know that that man, Ethan Zubak, just lives.
So after a quick start for Orange County, slowed down a little bit. Sacramento growing into things. Possession slightly in the favor of the visiting side. Shots, though, and the strength of them significantly in favor of Orange County. They're out shooting Sacramento 7-2. And if you're an expected goals believer, it's 1.39 to 0.06. Cicerone is touch heavy. That's a brilliant pass outside of the foot. McKinnon gets there first, and Silla can drive to the defense. He's got Zubak, defenders behind him. Silla rolls it along. Zubak won today off the crossbar. So close to a brace.
And this is where the influence of a high-level goalkeeper comes into play. You know that you almost have to do something incredibly special to beat Vitiello from this angle, because Ethan Zubak almost wraps that ball around, but beats Vitiello, but hits the crossbar. What a end to the first half that would have been if you could take a 2-0 advantage into the break.
We're into the final seconds, final moments, final whistle of our first 45 from Elton Garcia. Orange County hold a 1-0 lead as we enter halftime. Your thoughts on the first 45, Eric? Herrera comes on. Jamison makes way. We have our first whistle. And heading from right to left will be the visitors. An early push from Ethan Zubak sets the mood early. But in terms of getting in the box, Orange County were twice as productive. And just the general passes in the final third, it's interesting, but about 75% accuracy for Sacramento. Much less so for Orange County, who've been more high risk, high reward, maybe a bit less efficient, but they've been able to get into the opposition box a lot more efficient.
Yeah, and I think for Orange County, they've been diligent with when they're not able to. The turnover here.
Here's Jamison. Silla calling for it in the midfield. He gets it, rolls it back, aiming for Jamison. Puts it across frame, and it creeps home. A slap of the ground in frustration. Jamison and Silla embrace. It's going to be an own goal, but the home fans won't care. Orange County double their lead in the first minutes of the second half.
And this is a prime example of you seeing early actions come to fruition in the latter parts of games and introduce themselves into the second half, because it has been the depth. Isolated, he didn't have any help.
It's fired through. Cicerone's touch behind him. Cleared up fields. Zubak loses out to Benitez. Felipe flicked along, a clever first-time ball. Spalding puts one into the box. It squirms free, knocked away. No nonsense from Brewitt, puts it out for a throw. Creeping forward. Delivered again to the box. That one's in the back of the net. What a response from Sacramento. They have the deficit, and it's a 2-1 game. Looks to be the substitute, Sebastian Herrera, who climbs up and nods one home.
And it's all about the timing and the delivery here. You don't get a lot of movement from Orange County defensively.
His first touches since entering the game.
But these are times and matches that you expect. You go into games, especially games like these, with rivals and teams that you expect to face throughout the Western Conference and be battling in the standings, that you're going to suffer a little bit. You're going to not see the ball.
It's a save by Shuttler.
But how do you collectively suffer? How do you problem solve? How do you collaborate to get out of these situations and build into a rhythm and get back to that front-footed play that you displayed early on and to kick off the second half?
Hagart brings it down. Ukebu gets a foot to it, knocks it out of play. Last touching Orange County. It's going to be a throw in for Sacramento. So no shots in this half like you observed for Orange County, but they have a goal from that own goal. An odd half after a bright first few minutes. It's been all Sacramento who look most likely to get the next goal if there's going to be another one. Partida thought about a pass out to this near side, opts the sideways ball to Dogman. Dogman 1 assist today already. We'll go all the way back to Shuttler. He lays it off. Ben Alcazar swings one to War. Both players challenging for it. It spins for Felipe. Loose ball again falls to him. He finds Cicerone, who can drive at the defense in some space. Russell, Cicerone on the left foot, parried away by Shuttler. The shot from distance blocked by a face. Referee waves away appeals of handball.
And along with being collective, defensively absorbing some of these massive moments for Sacramento Republic, you need big plays, and Colin Shuttler making a big save on Russell Cicerone, preserving the 1-goal advantage, tees it up on his left foot. And that quick break hit.
Ukebu returns it. Here's Lopez. A back heel returns it to Roro. A touch out of his feet. One man in the wall for Orange County. Lopez delivers to the back post, knotted down, safe Shuttler, point blank, trying to squeak it over the line. It's pushed out. The shot from distance off the upright.
I mean, just sacrifice all around. Bodies going everywhere. What a save by Colin Shuttler. The positioning and focus to get down to that ball, and then the commitment from the defenders to prevent anything else to come from that. So important.
What a save. It's laid back. Here's Duty, trying to clip one forward. That's gonna fall in the box for War. Can he turn? He gets a back heel off. The shot parried away by Vitiello. Towards the top of the box, Cicerone gets the first touch to it. Good step from Dogman. It's knocked upfield. That's a good pair of touches under a bit of pressure. It's knocked out wide. It's kept in play. Knocked back, Zubak. Sacramento need a little more. That will do it. That will do it. Thought we'd have some more, but that will end it in 100 minutes. Orange County see things out, and they see off a late comeback effort.